Um, Shortly after I graduated from college in um, and before and was seeking a job, um, I found that I was pregnant, which I was happy about, and had my first child in September of 1960. And I didn't attempt to work outside the home for a while. I had another child in 1962, a son, and another child in 1969, a daughter. And when and in 1971, um, my husband and I decided that although we had always thought we wanted to have a fourth child, that there we would adopt rather than have another child, as there was a campaign at the time to adopt hard to place children. So that's what we went for, because we were capable of having another child, and so we didn't think that we should be looking for a newborn infant. So we ended up adopting a little girl who was almost 9 years old, and she had come from a very dysfunctional family. So we quickly learned that adopting someone at that age was not all a bed of roses, but she was a very strong person in a lot of ways, and she did adapt. And even though the times it was difficult, she had some problems like lying and stealing, but she, as an adult, has turned out to be a decent person, and I don't regret having adopted her at all. I think that she would have been lost without having the stability of being in our family. And then when the children were in their teens, except for the youngest one, I decided to go back to school and get a master's degree. And so I did. I enrolled in a local college, and I've got a master's degree in guidance and counseling. And my husband was not so thrilled with my newfound independence, and I think he would have preferred to have me just stay home and take care of the children, but he did accept it. And I after after I graduated, I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go with that kind of degree, and I eventually took a civil service test and went to work for the Division of Special Disabilities and Special Needs as a social worker. And again, even though the extra income was welcome, my husband was not particularly thrilled with the idea of my working. But I did, and I felt like it was a needed service that was provided, and I worked in that field for 16 years when we lived in New Jersey at that time, and then when we eventually moved to Beaufort for 4 more years there, so a total of 20 years.